The 7 Laws of Personal Mastery, written and published by Stoic Guardian. Introduction. In an era where personal development has become more crucial than ever, the 7 Laws of Personal Mastery emerges as a transformative guide that illuminates the path to extraordinary achievement and fulfillment. This groundbreaking book, crafted through years of research and practical application, delves deep into the fundamental principles that shape human potential and success. Through its carefully structured framework, readers embark on a journey that transcends conventional self-help approaches, exploring the interconnected realms of proactivity, vision, prioritization, and emotional resilience. The book introduces revolutionary concepts that challenge traditional thinking about personal growth, offering fresh perspectives on how we can unlock our latent capabilities and achieve lasting transformation. By integrating timeless wisdom with contemporary insights, it provides a comprehensive roadmap for those seeking to master their lives, relationships, and professional endeavors. As readers navigate through these 7 essential laws, they discover practical tools and strategies that enable them to overcome limitations, cultivate meaningful relationships, and create lasting impact in their spheres of influence. This work stands as a testament to the power of intentional living and the remarkable possibilities that emerge when we commit to the journey of personal mastery. Chapter 1. Inside-Out Thinking. The journey of personal mastery begins with a fundamental shift in perspective. From outside-in to inside-out thinking, this transformative approach places you at the helm of your life, recognizing that true change and growth originate from within. Inside-out thinking is not about ignoring external circumstances. It is about understanding that your response to these circumstances shapes your reality. At its core, inside-out thinking is rooted in the belief that our internal world, our thoughts, beliefs, and values, is the primary driver of our external experiences. It challenges the common notion that our happiness, success, and fulfillment are determined solely by external factors. Instead, it empowers us to take responsibility for our lives by focusing on what we can control: our mindset, choices, and actions. This approach to life is liberating. It frees us from the victim mentality that often plagues those who believe they are at the mercy of their environment. When we adopt inside-out thinking, we no longer wait for the perfect conditions to pursue our goals or for others to change before we can be happy. We recognize that we have the power to create positive change, regardless of our circumstances. Inside-out thinking also fosters resilience. When faced with challenges, instead of feeling helpless, we ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this experience? This mindset turns obstacles into opportunities for personal development, allowing us to bounce back stronger from setbacks. Moreover, inside-out thinking cultivates self-awareness. It encourages us to examine our beliefs, values, and motivations. This introspection is crucial for personal growth, as it helps us identify and challenge limiting beliefs that may be holding us back. By understanding ourselves better, we can make more authentic choices aligned with our true selves. This approach also enhances our relationships. When we take responsibility for our thoughts and actions, we become less reactive and more proactive in our interactions with others. We learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, leading to more meaningful and harmonious relationships. Inside-out thinking is not about ignoring external realities or denying the influence of our environment. Rather, it is about recognizing that our interpretation of and response to these external factors are within our control. It empowers us to shape our lives proactively rather than being passive recipients of circumstances. As you embark on your journey of personal mastery, remember that the most significant changes begin within. Embrace inside-out thinking as your compass, guiding you towards self-discovery, growth, and fulfillment. It is the foundation upon which all other principles of personal mastery are built, setting the stage for transformative change in every aspect of your life. Chapter 2. The 7 Habits Overview. The 7 habits form the cornerstone of personal and interpersonal effectiveness, offering a holistic approach to achieving success and fulfillment in all areas of life. These habits are not quick fixes or surface-level techniques. They are deeply ingrained principles that, when internalized and consistently applied, lead to profound personal transformation. The first 3 habits focus on self-mastery, moving an individual from dependence to independence. Habit 1. Be proactive is about taking responsibility for your life. It is the recognition that between stimulus and response, we have the power to choose. This habit empowers us to take initiative and create positive change, rather than reacting to or blaming external circumstances. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, is about defining your personal mission and goals. It involves creating a clear vision of what you want to achieve in your life, both personally and professionally. This habit encourages you to live with purpose and direction, making decisions that align with your long-term objectives and values. Habit 3, put first things first, deals with prioritization and effective time management. It is about organizing and executing around your most important priorities. This habit helps you focus on what is truly important rather than merely urgent, leading to greater productivity and life balance. The next 3 habits address interdependence and effective collaboration with others. Habit 4, think win-win, is the foundation of mutually beneficial relationships. It is about seeking solutions that benefit all parties involved, fostering cooperation rather than competition in your interactions with others. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, emphasizes empathic communication. It involves listening with the intent to understand, not just to reply. This habit enhances your ability to communicate effectively, build strong relationships, and influence others positively. Habit 6, synergize, is about creative cooperation. It is the principle that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This habit teaches you to value differences and seek out diverse perspectives to create innovative solutions and achieve better results than any individual could alone. The final habit, Habit 7, sharpen the saw, focuses on continuous personal renewal. It involves regularly renewing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This habit ensures that you maintain and increase your capacity to practice the other 6 habits. Together, these 7 habits provide a comprehensive framework for personal and professional development. They are interconnected and build upon each other, creating a powerful synergy that leads to continuous growth and improvement. As you internalize these habits, you will find yourself becoming more effective, more fulfilled, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. The beauty of the 7 habits lies in their universality and timelessness. They are applicable across cultures, professions, and personal circumstances. Whether you are a student, a professional, an entrepreneur, or a parent, these habits can guide you towards greater effectiveness and success in your endeavors. As you delve deeper into each habit in the following chapters, remember that true mastery comes through consistent practice and application. Embrace these principles not as a checklist to complete, but as a lifelong journey of growth and self-improvement. The 7 habits are your roadmap to personal mastery, guiding you towards a life of purpose, balance, and lasting success. Chapter 3. Paradigm shifts in personal growth. Personal growth is not merely about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It is about fundamentally changing the way we perceive and interact with the world. This transformation occurs through paradigm shifts, profound changes in our mental models that alter our understanding of reality and our place within it. These shifts are the catalysts for true, lasting personal growth. A paradigm shift in personal growth often begins with a moment of realization, a sudden insight that challenges our existing beliefs and assumptions. It is like putting on a new pair of glasses and seeing the world with clarity for the first time. These shifts can be uncomfortable, even disorienting, as they force us to confront and reevaluate long-held beliefs. However, they are essential for breaking free from limiting patterns and achieving higher levels of personal mastery. One of the most powerful paradigm shifts in personal growth is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset assumes that our abilities and intelligence are static traits, leading to a tendency to avoid challenges and give up easily. In contrast, a growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, embracing effort as the path to mastery. This shift fundamentally changes how we approach learning, failure, and success. Another crucial paradigm shift is from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. Scarcity thinking assumes that there is not enough to go around, not enough success, not enough resources, not enough opportunities. This mindset leads to fear, competition, and a zero-sum view of life. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, recognizes that there are enough opportunities and resources for everyone. This shift fosters creativity, collaboration, and a more optimistic outlook on life. The shift from external validation to internal validation is also transformative. Many of us grow up seeking approval and validation from others, basing our self-worth on external factors like achievements, possessions, or others' opinions. The paradigm shift occurs when we learn to derive our sense of worth from within, based on our values, integrity, and personal growth. This internal locus of control leads to greater authenticity and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Another powerful shift is from reactive to proactive living. Reactive individuals feel at the mercy of their circumstances, often playing the victim. Proactive individuals, however, take responsibility for their lives and actively shape their circumstances. This shift empowers us to create the life we want, rather than merely reacting to what life throws at us. The paradigm shift from short-term thinking to long-term vision is crucial for sustained personal growth. It involves looking beyond immediate gratification and considering the long-term consequences of our actions. This shift enables us to make decisions aligned with our values and long-term goals, leading to more fulfilling and purposeful lives. Embracing these paradigm shifts is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, openness to new ideas, and the courage to challenge our existing beliefs. As we navigate through life, we must continually examine our paradigms and be willing to shift them when they no longer serve our growth. Remember, paradigm shifts are not about discarding everything we know, but about expanding our perspective and integrating new insights into our worldview. They are the stepping stones to higher levels of consciousness and personal effectiveness. As you continue your journey of personal mastery, remain open to these transformative shifts. They are the key to unlocking your full potential and creating lasting, meaningful change in your life. Chapter 4. Breaking limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the silent saboteurs of our potential, the invisible barriers that hold us back from achieving our dreams and living our best lives. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained, formed through past experiences, societal conditioning, or misinterpretations of events. They whisper doubts in our ears, telling us we are not good enough, smart enough, or deserving enough to succeed. Breaking these limiting beliefs is a crucial step in the journey of personal mastery. The first step in breaking limiting beliefs is awareness. We must shine a light on these hidden beliefs, bringing them from the subconscious to the conscious mind. This process requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. Ask yourself, what beliefs do I hold about my abilities, my worth, or my potential? What stories do I tell myself about why I cannot achieve certain goals? Often, simply recognizing these beliefs for what they are, learned thoughts, not immutable facts, can begin to loosen their grip on us. Once we have identified our limiting beliefs, we must challenge them. This involves questioning the validity of these beliefs and seeking evidence that contradicts them. For every limiting belief, ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? What evidence contradicts it? Often we will find that our limiting beliefs are based on selective interpretation of past events or unfounded assumptions about our capabilities. Reframing is a powerful tool in breaking limiting beliefs. This involves changing the perspective through which we view our experiences and capabilities. For instance, if you have a limiting belief that you are not good at public speaking, you can reframe it to, "I am learning and improving my public speaking skills with each opportunity." This subtle shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset opens up possibilities for improvement and success. Replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones is the next crucial step. For every limiting belief you identify, create a positive, empowering alternative. If your limiting belief is, "I am too old to start a new career," replace it with, "My wealth of experience gives me a unique advantage in any new field I choose." These new beliefs should be realistic, positive, and aligned with your goals and values. Taking action is perhaps the most powerful way to break limiting beliefs. Often, our beliefs are reinforced by our behaviors, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. By taking action that contradicts our limiting beliefs, we provide ourselves with tangible evidence that these beliefs are false. If you believe you are not creative, engage in creative activities regularly. If you think you cannot learn new skills, commit to learning something new each month. These actions will gradually erode your limiting beliefs and build confidence in your abilities. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is crucial in this process. Seek out individuals who believe in you and support your growth. Their positive influence can help counteract the negative self-talk that often accompanies limiting beliefs. Additionally, consider working with a coach or mentor who can provide objective feedback and help you identify blind spots in your thinking. Remember, breaking limiting beliefs is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you work through this process, recognizing that change takes time. Celebrate small victories along the way, acknowledging each step you take towards freeing yourself from these self-imposed limitations. As you break through your limiting beliefs, you will find yourself capable of things you never thought possible. You will approach challenges with confidence, pursue opportunities with enthusiasm, and live life with a greater sense of freedom and possibility. Breaking limiting beliefs is not just about achieving more, it is about becoming more authentic, more empowered, and more aligned with your true potential. Embrace this process as a fundamental part of your journey towards personal mastery. Chapter 5. Habit 1. Be proactive. Being proactive is the cornerstone of personal effectiveness and the foundation upon which all other habits of personal mastery are built. It is the recognition that we are not mere products of our circumstances or conditioning, but the creators of our own lives. Proactivity is about taking responsibility for our lives, our choices, and our responses to the world around us. At its core, being proactive means understanding that between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose our response. This fundamental insight empowers us to shape our lives according to our values and goals, rather than being at the mercy of external forces or internal impulses. Proactive individuals do not wait for things to happen to them. They make things happen. They take initiative, anticipate problems, and create solutions. They do not blame circumstances, conditions, or conditioning for their behavior. Instead, they recognize that their behavior is a product of their own conscious choice based on values, rather than a product of their conditions based on feelings. One of the key aspects of proactivity is focusing on your circle of influence. This concept, introduced by Stephen Covey, distinguishes between things we can affect, our circle of influence, and things we may be concerned about but have no real control over, our circle of concern. Proactive people focus their efforts on their circle of influence. They work on the things they can do something about, health, children, or problems at work. Reactive people, in contrast, focus on their circle of concern, things over which they have little or no control, the national debt, terrorism, or the weather. Language is a key indicator of proactivity. Proactive individuals use proactive language: I can, I will, I prefer. Reactive individuals use reactive language: I can't, I have to, if only. By changing our language, we can begin to change our mindset and our approach to life's challenges. Being proactive also means taking responsibility for our own growth and development. Proactive individuals do not wait for their companies to develop them, they develop themselves. They do not wait for the perfect opportunity to come along, they create opportunities. They are constantly learning, adapting, and improving themselves. Proactivity is not just about taking action. It involves pausing to consider the best course of action rather than reacting impulsively. This thoughtful approach allows us to align our actions with our principles and long-term goals, rather than being driven by short-term emotions or external pressures. Developing proactivity is a process that requires practice and persistence. Start by becoming more aware of your language and your focus. Are you using proactive or reactive language? Are you focusing on things you can change or things beyond your control? Begin to make small shifts in these areas. Take initiative in areas where you have been passive. Anticipate problems and work to prevent them before they occur. Remember, being proactive does not mean being pushy, obnoxious, or insensitive. It does not mean that we ignore reality or live in a fantasy world where we control everything. Instead, it means that we thoughtfully and deliberately choose our responses to the realities we face, based on our values and goals. As you cultivate the habit of proactivity, you will find yourself becoming more effective in all areas of life. You will feel a greater sense of control and empowerment. You will be better equipped to handle challenges and seize opportunities. Most importantly, you will be actively shaping your life according to your vision and values, rather than passively accepting whatever comes your way. Embrace proactivity as your first step towards personal mastery, and watch as it transforms your life. Chapter 6. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Life's journey becomes infinitely more purposeful when we chart our course with a clear destination in sight. This is the essence of Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. It is about creating a vision for our lives, defining what truly matters to us, and aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. Beginning with the end in mind is not merely about setting goals. It is about understanding your life's purpose and creating a personal mission statement that guides all your decisions and actions. It is about living each day with intention, knowing that every choice you make is a step towards your ultimate vision. Imagine you are building a house. You would not start laying bricks without a blueprint. Your life deserves the same level of thoughtful planning. What kind of person do you want to become? What do you want to achieve? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These are the questions that help you create your life's blueprint. This habit requires us to tap into our imagination and our ability to visualize. Close your eyes and picture your ideal future. What does it look like? How does it feel? This vivid mental creation precedes the physical creation. It is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Creating a personal mission statement is a powerful way to articulate your vision and values. This statement becomes your personal constitution, the standard against which you evaluate everything else in your life. It is not something you write overnight. It takes deep introspection, candid analysis of your values, and a willingness to commit to what you believe is truly important. Beginning with the end in mind also applies to smaller, everyday tasks and projects. Before starting any significant undertaking, take the time to clearly define what you are trying to accomplish. This clarity will guide your actions, help you stay focused, and increase your efficiency and effectiveness. This habit is about being proactive in designing your life, rather than living by default or letting others define your priorities. It is about making conscious choices about who you want to be and what you want to do with your life. It empowers you to write your own story, rather than playing a part in someone else's script. Remember, beginning with the end in mind does not mean your vision is set in stone. As you grow and evolve, your vision may change. The key is to live with purpose and direction, always conscious of your destination, even as the path may shift. Cultivating this habit requires regular reflection and realignment. Set aside time periodically to review your goals and your personal mission statement. Are your daily actions aligned with your long-term vision? Are you making progress towards your most important goals? This ongoing process of reflection and adjustment keeps you on track and ensures that you are living a life true to your values and aspirations. As you embrace this habit, you will find a new sense of purpose and direction in your life. Your decisions will become easier as you evaluate them against your personal mission. You will feel more in control of your destiny, more fulfilled in your daily activities, and more confident in your ability to create the life you truly desire. Begin with the end in mind and watch as your life transforms from a series of random events into a meaningful journey towards your grandest vision. This is not just about achieving goals. It is about becoming the person you were meant to be and creating a life of significance and purpose. Chapter 7. Habit 3. Put first things first. In the symphony of life, prioritization is the conductor that ensures harmony and balance. Habit 3. Put first things first is about organizing and executing around your most important priorities. It is the practical fulfillment of habits 1 and 2. If habit 1 says, you are the creator, and habit 2 says, create a vision, then habit 3 says, create it in reality. At its core, this habit is about effective self-management. It is not just about time management, but about life management. Your purpose, values, roles, and priorities. Time management alone suggests clock-driven efficiency, but life management is about effectiveness and living a life of meaning and purpose. The key to putting first things first is understanding the difference between what is important and what is urgent. Important activities contribute to your mission, values, and high-priority goals. Urgent activities call for immediate attention, but are often associated with someone else's goals and priorities. Many people spend their days in a flurry of urgent activities, neglecting what is truly important. To implement this habit, visualize a matrix divided into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, crises, pressing problems. Quadrant 2, not urgent but important, planning, prevention, relationship building. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, interruptions, some calls. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important, trivia, time wasters. The goal is to spend more time in Quadrant 2, focusing on important but not urgent activities. These are the activities that improve your life in the long run. Developing relationships, long-term planning, preventative maintenance, preparation, and personal development. By focusing on Quadrant 2, you reduce the time spent in Quadrant I, crises mode, as many crises can be prevented through proper planning and preparation. Implementing this habit requires a paradigm shift for many people. It means learning to say no to urgent but unimportant activities. It means prioritizing your long-term goals and values over short-term pleasures or distractions. It means being proactive rather than reactive in how you spend your time and energy. One practical way to put first things first is to plan weekly rather than daily. Weekly planning allows you to see the bigger picture and ensure that your most important roles and goals are given priority. Start each week by identifying your key roles, e.g., individual, partner, parent, professional, and setting goals for each role. Then schedule your week, making sure to allocate time for these important activities first. Another key aspect of this habit is developing the ability to act with integrity in the moment of choice. This means staying true to your priorities even when faced with temptation or distraction. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to your larger goals and values. Remember, putting first things first is not about getting more things done in less time. It is about getting the right things done. It is about living a life of purpose where your daily actions align with your deepest values and long-term vision. As you cultivate this habit, you will find yourself becoming more effective, not just more efficient. You will experience a greater sense of balance and fulfillment. You will be less stressed and more in control of your life. Most importantly, you will be making consistent progress towards your most important goals and living a life true to your values. Embrace the principle of putting first things first and watch as your life transforms from a reactive scramble to a proactive journey of purpose and achievement. This is not just about managing your time, it is about leading your life in the direction of your choosing, one priority at a time. Chapter 8. Emotional resilience. In the tapestry of personal mastery, emotional resilience stands out as a vibrant thread, weaving strength and flexibility into the fabric of our lives. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations, bounce back from adversity, and thrive in the face of life's challenges. It is not about avoiding stress or negative emotions, but about developing the capacity to navigate through them effectively. At its core, emotional resilience is about maintaining equilibrium in the face of life's ups and downs. It is the psychological strength that allows us to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep going in the face of adversity. Resilient individuals are like bamboo in a strong wind. They bend but do not break. One of the key components of emotional resilience is self-awareness. This involves recognizing your emotions, understanding what triggers them, and being able to manage them effectively. It is about developing the ability to pause between stimulus and response, giving yourself the space to choose how you react to situations, rather than being at the mercy of your immediate emotional responses. Another crucial aspect of emotional resilience is maintaining perspective. Resilient individuals are able to view setbacks as temporary and specific, rather than permanent and pervasive. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth as a person, but an opportunity for growth and learning. This perspective allows them to maintain hope and optimism, even in difficult circumstances. Developing a strong support network is also vital for emotional resilience. Having people you can turn to for emotional support, advice, and encouragement can make a significant difference in how you cope with challenges. These relationships provide a buffer against stress and can offer new perspectives on problems. Practicing self-care is another essential component of emotional resilience. This includes taking care of your physical health through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep. It also involves engaging in activities that recharge you emotionally and spiritually, whether that's meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing a hobby you enjoy. Cultivating a growth mindset is crucial for building emotional resilience. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. It involves embracing change, being open to new experiences, and continuously learning and adapting. A growth mindset allows you to see failures as stepping stones to success, rather than evidence of your limitations. This involves developing the ability to break down complex problems into manageable parts, generating potential solutions, and taking decisive action. Resilient individuals are proactive in addressing challenges rather than avoiding them or hoping they will go away on their own. Developing emotional resilience is an ongoing process. It requires practice, self-reflection, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Start by identifying your current coping strategies. Which ones serve you well? Which ones might you need to change? Work on developing new, more effective coping mechanisms. Remember, building emotional resilience doesn't mean you won't experience stress or negative emotions. It means you'll have the tools to manage these experiences effectively and bounce back more quickly. It's about developing the inner strength to weather life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. As you cultivate emotional resilience, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle life's challenges. You'll experience greater emotional balance, reduced stress, and improved overall well-being. Most importantly, you'll develop a deep sense of confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Embrace the journey of building emotional resilience. It is a powerful tool in your personal mastery toolkit, enabling you to not just survive, but thrive in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. With emotional resilience, you become the captain of your emotional ship, navigating the sometimes turbulent waters of life with grace, strength, and adaptability. Chapter 9. Understanding Interdependence. In the grand tapestry of life, we are all interconnected threads, each influencing and being influenced by the others. This is the essence of interdependence, the recognition that our lives are inextricably linked with those around us, and that true success and fulfillment come not from isolated achievement, but from mutually beneficial relationships and collaborative efforts. Understanding interdependence requires a paradigm shift from an individualistic me-first mentality to a more holistic we perspective. It is about recognizing that we are part of a larger system, be it a family, a community, an organization, or the global ecosystem, and that our actions have ripple effects that extend far beyond ourselves. At its core, interdependence is about balance. It is the sweet spot between dependence, where we rely too heavily on others, and independence, where we try to do everything on our own. Interdependence acknowledges that while we are capable individuals, we can achieve more and live more fulfilling lives by working together and supporting each other. One of the key aspects of understanding interdependence is recognizing the power of synergy. Synergy is the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. When we collaborate effectively, we can create outcomes that far exceed what any of us could achieve individually. This principle applies in all areas of life, from personal relationships to professional endeavors to global challenges. Embracing interdependence also involves developing empathy and emotional intelligence. It requires us to step out of our own perspective and try to understand the needs, feelings, and motivations of others. This understanding allows us to build stronger, more meaningful relationships and to collaborate more effectively. Another crucial aspect of interdependence is the concept of mutual benefit. In an interdependent paradigm, we seek solutions that benefit all parties involved, rather than trying to win at the expense of others. This win-win thinking is not just altruistic, it is a practical approach that leads to more sustainable and satisfying outcomes in the long run. Understanding interdependence also means recognizing our impact on the world around us. It involves developing an awareness of how our choices and actions affect our environment, our communities, and future generations. This awareness can lead to more responsible and ethical decision-making in all areas of life. Cultivating an interdependent mindset requires practice and conscious effort. It involves actively seeking opportunities for collaboration, being open to diverse perspectives, and being willing to compromise for the greater good. It means valuing relationships and seeing them as an essential part of our success and well-being, rather than as optional or secondary. As you embrace interdependence, you may find that your definition of success shifts. Instead of measuring success solely by personal achievements, you might start to consider the positive impact you have on others and the world around you. You may find greater satisfaction in collaborative achievements and in contributing to something larger than yourself. Remember, understanding interdependence does not mean losing your individuality or independence. Rather, it means recognizing that your individuality can shine even brighter when it is part of a collaborative effort. It means understanding that true strength comes not from standing alone, but from being part of a supportive network. As you cultivate this understanding, you will likely find your relationships deepening, your collaborations becoming more fruitful, and your sense of purpose expanding. You will start to see opportunities for synergy and mutual benefit where you might have previously seen competition or conflict. Embrace interdependence as a fundamental principle of personal mastery. It is not just about achieving personal success, it is about contributing to a world where everyone can thrive. In understanding and embracing our interconnectedness, we unlock the potential for greater achievement, deeper fulfillment, and a more harmonious world. Chapter 10. Habit 4. Think win-win. The principle of think win-win transcends the competitive mindset that often dominates our interactions, offering a more collaborative and fulfilling approach to life. This habit is about seeking mutual benefit in all human interactions, believing that one person's success does not have to come at the expense of another's. Think win-win is not about being nice or capitulating to every demand. It's a character-based approach to human interaction that aims to make all parties feel valued and satisfied. This mindset stems from a belief in the abundance mentality, the idea that there is plenty out there for everyone, as opposed to the scarcity mentality, which assumes that for me to win, someone else must lose. At its core, this habit requires a combination of courage and consideration. Courage to express your own needs and stand up for your convictions, and consideration to understand and value the needs of others. It's about being both confident and caring simultaneously. Implementing Think Win-Win starts with a change in how we view success. Instead of seeing life as a competition where we must outdo others, we begin to see it as an opportunity for collaboration and mutual growth. This shift allows us to approach negotiations and interactions with creativity and an open mind, seeking solutions that benefit all parties involved. One key aspect of this habit is developing the ability to truly listen and understand the other person's perspective. This empathetic approach allows us to identify what a win looks like for them, making it easier to find a solution that satisfies both parties. It's about expanding the pie rather than fighting over the existing slices. Think win-win also requires a high level of emotional intelligence. It involves managing your own emotions and being able to read and respond to the emotions of others. This emotional awareness helps in navigating complex interpersonal situations and finding mutually beneficial solutions, even in challenging circumstances. Practicing this habit can lead to stronger, more trusting relationships in both personal and professional spheres. When people know that you're committed to finding mutually beneficial solutions, they're more likely to approach interactions with you openly and collaboratively. Remember, think win-win is not always possible, and it's important to recognize when it isn't. In such cases, it's better to go for a no-deal option rather than settling for a lose-win or win-lose scenario. The ability to walk away from a bad deal is crucial in maintaining the integrity of this principle. As you cultivate this habit, you'll find that your interactions become more positive and productive. You'll build a reputation as someone who is fair, considerate, and effective in problem-solving. Most importantly, you'll contribute to creating a more collaborative and harmonious environment in your personal and professional life. Embrace Think Win-Win as a fundamental approach to life, and watch as it transforms your relationships, enhances your effectiveness, and contributes to a more cooperative world. It's not just about getting what you want, it's about creating outcomes where everyone feels valued and satisfied. Chapter 11. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Communication lies at the heart of human interaction, yet it's often where we stumble the most. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood, is about developing the art of empathetic listening and effective expression. It's a powerful tool that can transform our relationships and dramatically increase our influence. The essence of this habit is simple yet profound. Before you try to present your own ideas, take the time to deeply understand the other person's perspective. This approach is counterintuitive for many of us. We're often so focused on getting our point across that we listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. We filter everything through our own paradigms, reading our autobiography into other people's lives. Empathic listening is at the core of this habit. It's not about agreeing with everything the other person says, but about fully, deeply understanding them emotionally as well. It involves listening with your ears, your eyes, and your heart. Pay attention not just to the words, but to the feelings, meanings, and behavior associated with them. Practicing this habit requires patience and a willingness to temporarily suspend your own agenda. It means entering conversations with genuine curiosity and an open mind. Ask questions to clarify and probe deeper. Reflect back what you're hearing to ensure you've understood correctly. This process not only helps you understand the other person better, but also makes them feel valued and heard. Once you've truly understood the other person, you're in a much better position to be understood yourself. When people feel that you understand them, they're more likely to be open to your perspective. You've built an emotional bank account with them, creating a foundation of trust and respect. Implementing this habit can be challenging, especially in emotionally charged situations. It requires self-awareness and self-control to set aside your own thoughts and feelings temporarily, but the rewards are immense. By seeking first to understand, you often find that conflicts dissolve, solutions emerge, and relationships strengthen. This habit is particularly powerful in professional settings. In negotiations, sales, or team collaborations, the ability to understand others' perspectives can lead to more creative solutions and mutually beneficial outcomes. It's a key skill for leaders, enabling them to connect with their team members on a deeper level and inspire trust and loyalty. Remember, seeking first to understand doesn't mean you always agree or that you neglect your own viewpoint. It's about creating a foundation of mutual understanding from which more effective communication and problem-solving can emerge. As you cultivate this habit, you'll likely find that your relationships improve across all areas of your life. You'll become known as someone who truly listens, who values others' perspectives, and who communicates with empathy and clarity. You'll find yourself better equipped to handle conflicts, negotiate effectively, and build strong, lasting relationships. Embrace the practice of seeking first to understand, then to be understood. It's not just about becoming a better communicator. It's about becoming a better human being. By truly listening and understanding others, you open the door to deeper connections, more effective problem-solving, and a more empathetic world. Chapter 12. Habit 6. Synergize. Synergy is often described as the whole being greater than the sum of its parts, but in the context of personal mastery, it's so much more. Habit 6. Synergize is about creating new possibilities through open-minded collaboration and valuing differences. It's the habit of creative cooperation, where 1 + 1 can equal 3, 10, or even 100. At its core, synergy is about unleashing the greatest powers within people. It's the essence of principled leadership. It catalyzes, unifies, and liberates the greatest strengths within people, creating an environment where people feel free to seek the best possible alternative, where they feel safe to express their opinions and ideas without fear of ridicule or rejection. Synergy starts with the understanding that people see the world not as it is, but as they are. Each of us has a unique perspective shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and values. Instead of seeing these differences as obstacles, synergy views them as opportunities. It's about creating a third alternative. Not my way, not your way, but a better way, a higher way. Practicing synergy requires a high level of trust and cooperation. It involves creating an environment where people feel safe to share their ideas and perspectives openly. This often means suspending judgment, being open to new possibilities, and valuing the strengths and unique contributions of others. One of the key aspects of synergy is the ability to celebrate differences. Instead of trying to clone ourselves or surround ourselves with people who think exactly like us, synergy encourages us to seek out diverse perspectives. It's about recognizing that the very differences in our thought processes can be the key to finding breakthrough solutions. Implementing synergy often involves brainstorming and creative problem-solving. It's about creating an atmosphere where wild ideas are welcome, where people feel free to think outside the box. In this environment, ideas can build upon each other, leading to solutions that no individual could have come up with alone. Synergy is not just about teamwork or getting along with others. It's about creating new insights, new solutions, new alternatives that were not there before. It's about producing something extraordinary together, something that couldn't have been produced individually. This habit is particularly powerful in complex problem-solving situations. When faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges, bringing together diverse perspectives and encouraging creative collaboration can lead to breakthrough solutions. It's about tapping into the collective intelligence and creativity of a group. Remember, synergy doesn't happen automatically. It requires conscious effort, openness, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. It means being secure enough in yourself to value the differences in others, to be open to their influence, and to encourage their unique contributions. As you cultivate this habit, you'll likely find that your problem-solving abilities improve dramatically. You'll become more adept at fostering collaborative environments and drawing out the best in others. You'll discover new levels of creativity and innovation in your personal and professional life. Embrace synergy as a powerful tool for personal and collective growth. It's not just about achieving better results. It's about creating a more inclusive, innovative, and harmonious world. By valuing differences and fostering creative cooperation, you open the door to possibilities that were previously unimaginable. Chapter 13. Handling difficult conversations. Difficult conversations are an inevitable part of life, whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or social interactions. The ability to navigate these challenging dialogues with grace, empathy, and effectiveness is a crucial skill in personal mastery. It's not about avoiding conflict, but about addressing issues in a way that leads to understanding, growth, and positive outcomes. The first step in handling difficult conversations is preparation. Before entering the conversation, take time to clarify your objectives. What do you hope to achieve? What is the ideal outcome? Understanding your goals helps you stay focused and constructive during the discussion. Equally important is managing your emotions. Difficult conversations often trigger strong feelings like anger, fear, or frustration. Recognize these emotions in yourself, but don't let them drive the conversation. Practice emotional regulation techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness to stay calm and centered. Creating the right environment is crucial. Choose a private, neutral space where both parties feel comfortable. Ensure you have enough time for the conversation without feeling rushed. The physical setting can significantly impact the tone and outcome of the discussion. When initiating the conversation, start with a neutral observation rather than an accusation or judgment. Use I statements to express your thoughts and feelings without blaming the other person. For example, I feel concerned when, instead of you always. Active listening is paramount in difficult conversations. Give the other person your full attention, avoid interrupting, and show that you're listening through your body language. Paraphrase what you've heard to ensure understanding and to show that you value their perspective. Be open to different viewpoints. Remember that your perception is just one side of the story. Approach the conversation with curiosity, seeking to understand the other person's perspective, motivations, and feelings. This openness can lead to new insights and solutions. Focus on the issue at hand, not on personal attacks or past grievances. Stay specific and factual. If the conversation veers off track, gently guide it back to the main issue. This helps maintain a constructive atmosphere and prevents escalation. Look for common ground and shared interests. Even in disagreement, there are often areas of agreement or shared goals. Identifying these can help build a foundation for resolution and cooperation. Be willing to take responsibility for your part in the situation. Admitting your own mistakes or shortcomings can encourage the other person to do the same, fostering an atmosphere of honesty and mutual respect. If emotions run high, don't be afraid to take a break. Suggest a short pause to allow both parties to calm down and reflect. This can prevent the conversation from deteriorating into an unproductive argument. End the conversation with clear next steps or agreements. Summarize what was discussed and any decisions made. Ensure both parties have a shared understanding of the outcomes and future actions. Remember, the goal of a difficult conversation is not always to reach agreement, but to foster understanding and find a way forward. Sometimes, agreeing to disagree respectfully is the best outcome. As you practice handling difficult conversations, you'll likely find that your relationships improve, your leadership skills enhance, and your ability to resolve conflicts strengthens. You'll become known as someone who can address challenging issues with tact and effectiveness. Embrace difficult conversations as opportunities for growth, understanding, and positive change. They're not just about solving problems. They're about building stronger, more authentic relationships and creating a more open, communicative environment in all areas of your life. Chapter 14. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw is the habit of continuous renewal, the principle that underlies all the other habits of highly effective people. It's about preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have: you. This habit encapsulates the idea that to be effective in all areas of life, we must devote regular time to renewing ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The metaphor of sharpening the saw comes from the story of a woodcutter who was sawing for several days straight and becoming less and less productive. When a passerby suggested he take a break to sharpen the saw, he replied that he didn't have time to sharpen the saw because he was too busy sawing. This story illustrates the paradox that many of us face. We're often too busy driving to take time to refuel. Physical renewal involves caring for our physical body. Eating right, exercising regularly, getting sufficient rest and relaxation. It's about treating our body as the instrument that carries us through our days. Regular exercise, for instance, not only improves our physical health, but also affects our mental acuity, emotional stability, and ability to handle stress. Mental renewal is about continuing to expand our mind through learning, reading, writing, and teaching. It involves exposing ourselves to new ideas, engaging in stimulating conversations, and challenging our thinking. This could mean setting aside time for reading, taking up a new hobby, or learning a new skill. Mental sharpening keeps our mind agile and our perspective fresh. Emotional renewal focuses on building and maintaining relationships, practicing empathy, and engaging in meaningful social interactions. It's about understanding our own emotions and those of others, developing our emotional intelligence, and creating a support network. This could involve spending quality time with loved ones, practicing acts of kindness, or engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. Spiritual renewal is about connecting with our inner self and the world around us. It involves clarifying our values, committing to our purpose, and practicing mindfulness or meditation. For some, this might mean engaging in religious practices, while for others it could be spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, or contributing to causes larger than ourselves. Implementing this habit requires conscious effort and time management. It means scheduling time for these renewal activities, treating them as important appointments with yourself. It's about finding balance and synergy among these different areas of renewal. One effective way to practice this habit is to set aside time each week for activities in each of these 4 dimensions. This could be as simple as scheduling a workout, setting aside time for reading, planning a social activity, and practicing meditation. The key is consistency and viewing these activities not as luxuries but as necessities for long-term effectiveness and well-being. Remember, sharpening the saw is not about working harder, but about working smarter. It's about taking the time to renew and refresh ourselves so that when we do engage in our work and relationships, we're operating at our highest potential. As you cultivate this habit, you'll likely find that your overall effectiveness and satisfaction in life increase. You'll have more energy, clearer thinking, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of purpose. You'll be better equipped to handle life's challenges and to seize opportunities as they arise. Embrace the practice of sharpening the saw as a fundamental aspect of personal mastery. It's not just about self-improvement. It's about creating a sustainable, balanced, and fulfilling life. By consistently renewing yourself across all dimensions, you ensure that you're always bringing your best self to every situation, every day. Chapter 15. Balancing Mind, Body, and Spirit. In the pursuit of personal mastery, achieving a harmonious balance between mind, body, and spirit is crucial. This triad forms the foundation of our being, and when in equilibrium, it enables us to function at our highest potential. The concept of balance doesn't imply equal attention to all areas at all times, but rather a dynamic interplay that responds to our changing needs and circumstances. The mind, our cognitive center, requires constant stimulation and care. This involves not just academic or professional learning, but also creative pursuits, problem-solving, and critical thinking. Engaging in activities that challenge our intellect, such as reading diverse literature, learning a new language, or tackling complex puzzles, keeps our mind sharp and adaptable. Mindfulness practices like meditation or journaling can help in managing thoughts and reducing mental clutter. Our body, the physical vessel that carries us through life, demands regular attention and maintenance. This goes beyond mere exercise. It encompasses nutrition, sleep, and overall physical well-being. Regular physical activity, whether it's structured exercise, sports, or simply taking walks in nature, is vital for maintaining energy levels, improving mood, and enhancing cognitive function. Proper nutrition fuels our body and mind, while adequate sleep allows for recovery and rejuvenation. The spirit, often the most neglected aspect, refers to our inner essence, our values, and our connection to something greater than ourselves. Nurturing our spirit might involve religious or spiritual practices, spending time in nature, engaging in acts of kindness or volunteering, or simply taking time for self-reflection and gratitude. It's about finding meaning and purpose in our lives and aligning our actions with our core values. Achieving balance requires conscious effort and regular self-assessment. It's about being attuned to the signals our mind, body, and spirit send us. When we feel mentally drained, it might be time to engage in physical activity. When we feel physically exhausted, perhaps we need to focus on mental relaxation or spiritual renewal. Implementing this balance often involves creating rituals or routines that address all three aspects. This could be starting the day with meditation, spirit, followed by exercise, body, and then engaging in learning or creative work, mind. The key is consistency and flexibility, having a routine but being willing to adjust it based on your current needs. Remember, balance is not a static state, but a continuous process of adjustment. There will be times when one aspect requires more attention than others, and that's okay. The goal is to be aware of these fluctuations and respond accordingly. As you cultivate this balance, you'll likely find improvements across all areas of your life. Your mental clarity will improve, your physical health will enhance, and you'll experience a deeper sense of purpose and contentment. You'll be better equipped to handle stress, make decisions, and navigate life's challenges. Embrace the practice of balancing mind, body, and spirit as an essential component of personal mastery. It's not just about self-improvement. It's about creating a life of wholeness and integrity. By nurturing all aspects of your being, you set the stage for profound personal growth and a more fulfilling, harmonious existence. Chapter 16. Digital Minimalism. In our hyper-connected world, the concept of digital minimalism has emerged as a crucial aspect of personal mastery. It's not about rejecting technology outright, but about being intentional and mindful in our use of digital tools. Digital minimalism is the art of using technology to support your goals and values, rather than letting it control your time and attention. At its core, digital minimalism is about reclaiming your time and mental space from the constant barrage of notifications, updates, and digital distractions. It's about creating a healthy relationship with technology that enhances rather than detracts from your life quality. The first step in practicing digital minimalism is to conduct a digital declutter. This involves taking a hard look at all the digital tools, apps, and platforms you use regularly. Ask yourself, does this add real value to my life? Does it align with my core values and goals? If the answer is no, it might be time to eliminate or significantly reduce your use of that particular technology. Setting boundaries is crucial in digital minimalism. This could involve designating specific times for checking emails or social media, creating tech-free zones in your home, like the bedroom or dining area, or implementing a digital sunset where you stop using screens a few hours before bedtime. These boundaries help prevent technology from encroaching on important aspects of your life, like sleep, relationships, or personal reflection time. Another key aspect is being selective about the information you consume. In the age of information overload, it's easy to fall into the trap of endless scrolling and consuming content that doesn't truly enrich your life. Practice curating your digital inputs. Choose quality over quantity, and be intentional about the type of content you engage with. Implementing digital minimalism often requires a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing your smartphone as a default activity for any moment of boredom or discomfort, view these moments as opportunities for reflection, creativity, or real-world engagement. Rediscover the joy of being present in the moment, whether it's having a conversation, enjoying nature, or simply sitting with your thoughts. It's important to note that digital minimalism doesn't mean completely eschewing all digital technology. Rather, it's about using technology as a tool to support a rich and meaningful life offline. For instance, you might use productivity apps to streamline your work, allowing more time for offline activities you value. Remember, the goal of digital minimalism is not to make you less connected or less productive. On the contrary, by being more intentional with your digital usage, you often become more connected to what truly matters and more productive in meaningful ways. As you embrace digital minimalism, you'll likely notice improvements in your focus, productivity, and overall well-being. You may find yourself having more time for deep work, creative pursuits, and meaningful relationships. You might also experience reduced anxiety and a greater sense of control over your time and attention. Cultivate digital minimalism as an essential practice in your journey of personal mastery. It's not just about reducing screen time, it's about creating space for what truly matters in your life. By mindfully curating your digital world, you pave the way for a more focused, intentional, and fulfilling life in both the digital and physical realms. Chapter 17. Growth Mindset and Adaptability. In the ever-changing landscape of life, cultivating a growth mindset and adaptability is crucial for personal mastery. These intertwined concepts form the bedrock of continuous improvement and resilience in the face of challenges. A growth mindset, a term coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. At its core, a growth mindset is about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than threats to your abilities. It's the understanding that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone to improvement. This mindset stands in contrast to a fixed mindset, which assumes that our character, intelligence, and creative ability are static givens that we can't change in any meaningful way. Developing a growth mindset starts with becoming aware of your inner dialogue. When faced with challenges, do you tell yourself, "I can't do this," or "I can't do this yet"? The simple addition of "yet" opens up possibilities for growth and learning. Practice reframing negative self-talk into growth-oriented statements. Embracing challenges is a key aspect of the growth mindset. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, seek them out as opportunities to stretch your abilities. When you encounter obstacles, view them as chances to develop problem-solving skills rather than insurmountable barriers. Effort is seen as the path to mastery in a growth mindset. Celebrate the process of working hard and improving, not just the end results. This shift in focus helps build resilience and persistence, crucial traits for long-term success and personal growth. Closely tied to the growth mindset is adaptability, the ability to adjust to new conditions. In today's rapidly changing world, adaptability is not just an asset, it's a necessity. It involves being flexible in your thinking and actions and being willing to change course when necessary. Developing adaptability starts with cultivating curiosity and openness to new experiences. Regularly step out of your comfort zone and expose yourself to new ideas, people, and situations. This exposure builds your capacity to handle change and uncertainty. Practice reframing change as an opportunity rather than a threat. When faced with unexpected situations, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this help me grow? This perspective shift can turn potentially stressful situations into valuable learning experiences. Another key aspect of adaptability is developing a diverse skill set. In an ever-changing world, being a generalist with a broad range of skills and knowledge can be more valuable than being a specialist in a narrow field. Continuously learn and acquire new skills, even if they're not immediately relevant to your current situation. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in both growth mindset and adaptability. Being aware of and able to manage your emotions helps you navigate challenges and changes more effectively. Practice self-awareness and work on regulating your emotional responses to stressful situations. Remember, developing a growth mindset and adaptability is an ongoing process. It requires consistent effort and self-reflection. Be patient with yourself as you work on shifting your mindset and building your adaptability skills. As you cultivate these qualities, you'll likely find that you become more resilient in the face of challenges, more open to new opportunities, and more capable of continuous learning and improvement. You'll be better equipped to navigate the complexities of modern life and to thrive in uncertain environments. Embrace the growth mindset and adaptability as essential components of your personal mastery journey. They're not just about being able to handle change, they're about thriving in it. By developing these qualities, you set yourself up for a lifetime of growth, learning, and success in whatever path you choose to pursue. Chapter 18. Reflection and Inside-Out Thinking Revisited. As we near the conclusion of our exploration into personal mastery, it's crucial to circle back to the foundational concept of inside-out thinking and the power of reflection. These interconnected practices form the bedrock of continuous personal growth and self-awareness, essential components in the journey of mastering oneself. Reflection is more than just casual introspection. It's a deliberate practice of examining our thoughts, actions, and experiences to gain deeper insights and foster personal growth. It's about creating space in our busy lives to pause, step back, and critically analyze our journey. This practice allows us to learn from our experiences, recognize patterns in our behavior, and make conscious choices about our future actions. Effective reflection involves asking yourself probing questions. What went well today? What could I have done differently? What did I learn from this experience? How does this align with my values and goals? These questions help us to extract meaningful lessons from our daily lives and integrate them into our personal growth journey. Journaling is a powerful tool for reflection. The act of writing down our thoughts and experiences helps to clarify our thinking, process emotions, and track our progress over time. Whether it's through traditional pen and paper or digital platforms, regular journaling can provide valuable insights into our personal patterns and growth areas. Inside-out thinking, which we explored earlier, is intimately connected with the practice of reflection. It's about recognizing that our internal world, our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, shapes our external reality. By focusing on changing ourselves from the inside, we can create meaningful and lasting change in our lives and our interactions with the world. Revisiting inside-out thinking at this stage of our journey allows us to apply this concept with greater depth and nuance. It's about recognizing that while we can't always control external circumstances, We have complete control over our responses to these circumstances. This realization is incredibly empowering as it places the locus of control firmly within ourselves. Implementing inside-out thinking requires consistent self-awareness and mindfulness. It involves catching ourselves in moments of reactive behavior and consciously choosing our response based on our values and long-term goals. It's about recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that every interaction is a chance to align our actions with our principles. Combining reflection with inside-out thinking creates a powerful feedback loop for personal growth. As we reflect on our experiences, we gain insights into our internal drivers and patterns. This awareness then informs our choices and actions, which in turn become material for further reflection. Remember, both reflection and inside-out thinking are skills that improve with practice. Start by setting aside regular time for reflection. It could be daily, weekly, or at key milestones. Create a reflection ritual that works for you, whether it's quiet contemplation, journaling, or discussing your thoughts with a trusted friend or mentor. As you cultivate these practices, you'll likely find that your self-awareness deepens, your decision-making improves, and your sense of personal agency increases. You'll become more intentional in your actions and more aligned with your core values and goals. Embrace reflection and inside-out thinking as essential, ongoing practices in your journey of personal mastery. They're not just about self-improvement. They're about creating a life of intention, authenticity, and continuous growth. By regularly turning inward and examining your thoughts and actions, you pave the way for profound personal transformation and a more fulfilling, purposeful life. Chapter 19. Psychology of Motivation. Understanding the psychology of motivation is crucial in the journey of personal mastery. Motivation is the driving force behind our actions, the fuel that propels us towards our goals, and the energy that sustains us through challenges. By delving into the psychological underpinnings of motivation, we can learn to harness its power more effectively in our personal and professional lives. At its core, motivation is about the why behind our actions. Psychologists often categorize motivation into two main types: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's the inherent satisfaction we derive from an activity itself. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, comes from external rewards or pressures. Understanding this distinction is crucial because intrinsic motivation tends to be more powerful and sustainable in the long run. When we're intrinsically motivated, we engage in activities because we find them inherently interesting or enjoyable, not because of external pressures or rewards. This type of motivation leads to higher quality learning, creativity, and personal satisfaction. One key theory in the psychology of motivation is self-determination theory, SDT, developed by psychologists Edward Deci and Richard Ryan. SDT posits that humans have three innate psychological needs: competence, feeling capable; autonomy, feeling control of one's life; and relatedness, feeling connected to others. When these needs are met, we experience higher levels of motivation and well-being. Applying SDT to our lives involves creating environments and choosing activities that satisfy these three needs. For instance, setting challenging but achievable goals can fulfill our need for competence. Making conscious choices about our actions and taking responsibility for our decisions satisfies our need for autonomy. Building strong, supportive relationships meets our need for relatedness. Another important concept in motivation psychology is the idea of flow, introduced by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Flow is a state of complete absorption in an activity, where we lose track of time and self-consciousness. It occurs when we're engaged in tasks that are challenging enough to stretch our skills, but not so difficult as to cause anxiety. Identifying and engaging in activities that induce flow can significantly boost our motivation and satisfaction. Goal setting plays a crucial role in motivation. The SMART criteria, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, provide a useful framework for setting effective goals. However, it's not just about the goal itself, but also about the process of working towards it. Breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks can help maintain motivation by providing regular sense of achievement. The concept of growth mindset, which we explored earlier, is also deeply connected to motivation. Believing that our abilities can be developed through effort and learning, growth mindset, tends to lead to higher motivation and achievement compared to believing our abilities are fixed mindset. Understanding the role of habits in motivation is crucial. Our habits, both good and bad, significantly impact our motivation levels. Building positive habits can create a self-reinforcing cycle of motivation and achievement. Start small, be consistent, and gradually build up to more significant changes. It's important to recognize that motivation fluctuates naturally. There will be days when motivation is high and others when it's low. The key is to develop strategies to maintain progress, even during low motivation periods. This might involve creating routines, using accountability partners, or finding ways to make necessary tasks more enjoyable. As you apply these insights about motivation in your life, remember that what motivates one person may not motivate another. Self-awareness is key. Pay attention to what energizes you, what you find intrinsically rewarding, and what helps you stay committed to your goals. Embrace the psychology of motivation as a powerful tool in your personal mastery toolkit. It's not just about pushing yourself harder. It's about understanding what truly drives you and creating an environment that nurtures your motivation. By aligning your actions with your intrinsic motivations and psychological needs, you set the stage for sustained enthusiasm, productivity, and fulfillment in pursuit of your goals. Chapter 20, Quadrant 2, Time Management. In the realm of personal mastery, effective time management is crucial, and few approaches are as powerful as the Quadrant 2 time management system. This concept, introduced by Stephen Covey, provides a framework for prioritizing tasks and activities based on their importance and urgency. The system divides tasks into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, crises, pressing problems, deadline-driven projects. Quadrant 2, not urgent but important, planning, prevention, relationship building, personal development. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, interruptions, some calls, some meetings, popular activities. The key to this system lies in Quadrant 2. While Quadrant 1 tasks demand immediate attention, Quadrant 2 activities are where true personal growth and effectiveness occur. These are the tasks that contribute to our long-term goals, improve our skills, and enhance our relationships. However, because they're not urgent, they're often neglected in favor of more pressing matters. Implementing Quadrant 2 time management starts with a shift in mindset. It requires us to prioritize important but not urgent activities, even when there's no immediate pressure to do so. This might involve setting aside time for strategic planning, preventative maintenance, or personal development activities that don't have looming deadlines. One effective strategy is to schedule Quadrant 2 activities first. Block out time in your calendar for these important tasks before your schedule fills up with urgent matters. This might mean dedicating the first hour of your day to learning a new skill, or setting aside time each week for relationship building or long-term planning. Another crucial aspect is learning to say no to Quadrant 3 and 4 activities. These are often the tasks that eat up our time without contributing significantly to our goals. By reducing time spent on these less important activities, we create space for more Quadrant 2 tasks. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your priorities is essential in Quadrant 2 time management. Set aside time each week to reflect on your activities. Are you spending enough time in Quadrant 2? Are there Quadrant 3 or IVO activities you can eliminate or delegate? Remember, the goal isn't to completely eliminate Quadrant I activities. Some urgent and important tasks will always exist. The aim is to reduce their frequency by spending more time in Quadrant 2, preventing crises before they occur. As you embrace Quadrant 2 time management, you'll likely find that you become more proactive rather than reactive. You'll experience less stress, greater productivity, and a stronger sense of purpose in your daily activities. Most importantly, you'll be making consistent progress towards your long-term goals and personal growth. Incorporate Quadrant 2 time management into your personal mastery toolkit. It's not just about managing your time, it's about managing your life. By focusing on important but not urgent activities, you set the stage for sustained success, personal growth, and a more balanced, fulfilling life. Chapter 21. Building Keystone Habits. In the journey of personal mastery, understanding and leveraging the power of keystone habits can lead to transformative change. Keystone habits, a concept popularized by Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit, are habits that have the potential to spark chain reactions that help other good habits take hold and bad habits fall away. Keystone habits are not necessarily the most important habits in our lives, but they are the ones that provide small wins that create widespread change. They create a domino effect, setting off a cascade of positive behaviors that can transform various aspects of our lives. Identifying your potential keystone habits is the first step. These are often simple, daily activities that align with your values and goals. Common examples include regular exercise, meditation, journaling, or making your bed every morning. The key is to choose habits that are relatively easy to implement but have far-reaching effects. Once you've identified a potential keystone habit, start small. The goal is to make the habit so easy to do that you can't say no. If you're aiming to exercise regularly, start with just 5 minutes a day. If it's meditation, begin with 1 minute of mindfulness each morning. The key is consistency, not intensity. As you build your keystone habit, pay attention to the ripple effects. You might notice that regular exercise leads to better food choices, improved sleep, and increased productivity. Making your bed each morning might lead to a tidier home overall and a greater sense of control in your life. These positive spillover effects are the hallmark of true keystone habits. Creating an environment that supports your keystone habit is crucial. This might involve laying out your exercise clothes the night before, setting up a dedicated meditation space, or placing your journal in a visible location. By reducing friction and making the habit as easy as possible to perform, you increase your chances of success. Tracking your progress can be a powerful motivator. Use a habit tracker, journal, or app to record your consistency. Seeing your streak of successful days can provide the motivation to keep going, especially on days when you're tempted to skip. Remember, building keystone habits is not about perfection. There will be days when you miss your habit, and that's okay. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible. Don't let one missed day turn into 2 or 3. As your keystone habit becomes more ingrained, you can start to build upon it. If you've successfully established a daily meditation practice, you might extend the duration or add a second session. If regular exercise has become a habit, you might increase the intensity or try new forms of physical activity. Keystone habits often lead to a sense of small wins that boost our sense of self-efficacy, our belief in our ability to succeed. This increased confidence can spill over into other areas of our lives, making us more likely to take on new challenges and pursue other positive changes. As you cultivate your keystone habits, be patient with yourself. Habit formation takes time, and the full effects of keystone habits often unfold gradually. Trust the process and stay consistent, even when the results aren't immediately apparent. Embrace the power of keystone habits as a fundamental strategy in your personal mastery journey. They're not just about changing individual behaviors, they're about creating a foundation for widespread positive change in your life. By identifying and nurturing these pivotal habits, you set in motion a cascade of improvements that can transform your effectiveness, well-being, and overall quality of life. Chapter 22. From Success to significance. The journey of personal mastery often leads us to a profound shift in perspective, from pursuing success to seeking significance. This transition marks a pivotal point in one's personal and professional life, where the focus moves from achieving personal goals to making a meaningful impact on others and the world at large. Success, in its conventional definition, is often associated with personal achievements, financial gains, and social status. While these are important milestones, they can sometimes leave us feeling unfulfilled if they're not aligned with a deeper sense of purpose. Significance, on the other hand, is about creating value for others, leaving a positive legacy, and contributing to something greater than ourselves. The shift from success to significance often begins with a period of introspection. It involves asking deeper questions about our purpose, values, and the impact we want to have on the world. What truly matters to us beyond personal achievements? How can we use our skills, resources, and experiences to benefit others? What kind of legacy do we want to leave? One key aspect of this transition is redefining our metrics of achievement. Instead of measuring success solely by personal gains, we start to consider the positive influence we have on others and our community. This might involve mentoring others, volunteering, philanthropy, or using our professional skills for social good. Another important element is aligning our daily actions with our larger sense of purpose. This doesn't necessarily mean abandoning our careers or current pursuits. Rather, it's about infusing our existing roles and responsibilities with a greater sense of meaning and service to others. A business leader might focus on creating a positive company culture and giving back to the community. A teacher might go beyond curriculum requirements to inspire and empower students. Cultivating empathy and compassion is crucial in this journey. As we become more attuned to the needs and challenges of others, we naturally seek ways to make a positive difference. This might involve actively listening to others, seeking to understand different perspectives, and finding ways to support those around us. The concept of servant leadership often emerges as we move towards significance. This leadership style focuses on the growth and well-being of people and the communities to which they belong. It involves putting the needs of others first and helping people develop and perform as highly as possible. It's important to note that the pursuit of significance doesn't mean neglecting personal growth or abandoning all personal goals. Instead, it's about finding a balance where personal success and making a positive impact are intertwined. Our personal growth becomes a means to increase our capacity to contribute meaningfully to others. Embracing this shift often leads to a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. When our actions are aligned with a larger sense of meaning, we often find deeper satisfaction and resilience in the face of challenges. We're no longer just working for ourselves, but for a cause or purpose greater than our individual needs. Remember, the journey from success to significance is a personal one, and it looks different for everyone. For some, it might involve grand gestures or major career changes. For others, it might be about finding small ways to make a positive impact in their current roles and relationships. The key is to start where you are, with what you have. As you navigate this transition, be patient with yourself. It's a gradual process that unfolds over time. Start by identifying small ways you can add value to others' lives. Reflect regularly on your impact and adjust your actions accordingly. Seek out role models who embody this principle of living for significance. Embrace the shift from success to significance as a natural evolution in your journey of personal mastery. It's not about diminishing your achievements, but about expanding your vision to include the well-being of others and the world around you. By aligning your personal success with a larger sense of purpose and contribution, you open the door to a more meaningful, fulfilling, and impactful life, one where your legacy extends far beyond your personal accomplishments.